Alright guys, so this is take 3 because I just keep rambling and it's bad. So anyway, here's what I want to talk about. I'm going to try and make it concise. I need to figure out a better way to do this that isn't completely scripted, so I still am conversational, but for real. My last 2 videos that I just did were 14 minutes long. That's ridiculous. And I need to get ready to go. Okay, anyway, quick. So I've decided to start vlogging. I did a reply to one of Michael Buckley's videos on his What the Buck channel, and I thought it was really fun. So I've decided to start vlogging. I mean, why not? I'm not doing much else with my time right now, which is unfortunate. Anyway, so what I was thinking was I could vlog, and I could also upload videos of me singing, maybe. I know, like, everybody on YouTube, not really, but a lot of people upload videos of them singing. And it's kind of like, whatever, another singing video. But I was thinking I could do that, and then you guys could give me, like, constructive criticism on it. Notice the word constructive. Yes, I have looked on other people's videos and have seen how people can just bash them. And that's not fair, because I don't see you guys having the guts to put videos up there, you know? So don't just bash someone just because you feel like it. It's just mean. I don't know what to say about it. It's just mean. I don't get it. If you're not going to say something constructive, you don't have to be like rainbows and gumdrops happy, but be considerate, I suppose is the word for it. Anyway, I was thinking of doing that because I would like to be a performer for my life. I would love to do musical theater. I would love to do Broadway and perform in the West End and do film and maybe TV. That'd be really fun. And so yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. That's my goal. So I was thinking I can make videos and you guys could tell me things to work on, or just like how you perceive me. How do I come across? Like, just what kind of person you think I am? Just things like that. I want feedback. I want to know things. So like, if I were to go into a room and audition, or go and talk with a casting director, or go talk with an agent, that I would know like how I come across to people and things to work on with that, so that I come across how I want to come across. Yes. So, number 1, out of the way. Okay, so, anyway, I also just want to talk a little bit about me, so you guys can kind of get to know where I'm coming from. So, I'm 19. I graduated in 2011. I graduated high school in 2011. And I'm currently not in school, which a lot of people do not like. A lot of people have told me that they think it's not a good idea. And then they ask me if I were at school, because I was at school. I went to community college for a semester, and I just did not. It was not the place for me, and I didn't feel like wasting my time and my money or anything there. Because if it's not the place for me, why am I going to do that and be miserable, even if it's for a few months? That's not worth it. If I was going to be miserable, I would want to be miserable at a school that I wanted to be at. That sounds weird. You know where I'm coming from. Like, if I'm going to be sitting and doing homework for 4 hours a night or more, I want it to be for something important, not just, oh, I need to go and do my essay on, what was it? A relationship between you and an object. Things like that. I mean, it's good, and it's great to go to school if you're going for business or to be a doctor. Like, things like that are really important. I'm not saying they're not. I'm not saying they're not. But to me, for what I want to do, I just don't feel that's the right direction. So there's that. There is a school that I do want to go to. However, it is in London, England, and it is expensive to go there. You do not live in London. If you live in London, it's like £8,000 a year, which isn't that bad. And if you lived in London, then you'd have a place to live, and you probably would have a job, and you'd be all set, and you'd be good to go. However, I live in Michigan, so it would cost just to audition, just for the audition process. Just let's just say that I was good enough to get called back 3 times, which is what I 3 times. 3 times. The first 2 auditions are in New York generally. They're all over, but if you're from the U.S., you can go to New York and audition. And so say I did well at both those auditions, and then I got called back for a third one. Well, to go do those auditions, it would cost, what is it, like $100 for the, it's 25, it's like $50 to apply for the school or something like that. $100 to audition in New York. And then I have to get to New York. If I were to fly, it'd be like $400, and I'd probably stay the night because they do 2 auditions in a day. So I'm at like $500 just for the first audition. First 2 auditions. The third audition is at the school. You have to go to the school to do the third audition. I would have to buy a plane ticket to London. I'm being very conservative saying that it would be $1,000. Plus, I would need a place to stay in London, and I have no idea how much that would be. I didn't even look. That's so expensive just to audition. Then let's say I got in. It's a 3-year school, and it comes out to be around like $30,000 or so for the tuition. American dollars. I think that also includes room and board that I figured in. And then on top of that, I need money for a visa. And to get your visa, you need like 7,500 pounds. And I would also need just money in general so that I could live, like, consume food would be good. Have money to buy things like shampoo so I could shower. And I came out with, by the end of the 3 years, I would owe $100,000 because I would not have that money to pay. And I was so devastated when I came up with that number. And then people are like, and so I tell people, like, that's why I'm not at, like, that's why I'm not. Like, that's where I want to go, and I can't afford it. Unless I were to get a scholarship, and I've emailed them, and I've not had any response, and I need to email them again. But, so I've had people say to me, well, what about schools in the U.S.? Good schools in the U.S., it's going to be like the same deal. For a school that has a good program, again, by the time I finish, it's going to be like $100,000 that I would owe in loans. That's gross. That's so gross. And it's to learn how to act. And it's not something you learn either. It's something that you develop. Like, I just find it so frustrating that, and I know it's because the cost of living is high. And then a lot of schools have great facilities, and they have to pay for the facilities that they have, the great stage, the great acoustics, practice rooms, instructors, pianos, it's dance rooms, mirrors, bars, everything. It's not cheap to do a school like that, but at the same time, I feel like, why does it have to cost so much? Why can't we just learn how to do things in a simple room? So, anyway, that's my rant about that. And I'm really tired of people being like, go to school. I'm like, you pay for it, then I'll go. Anyway, so, yeah, there's that. And so, that's why I'm not at school. And that's how I feel about it. If you can gather anything from that. Anyway, so, I have to get ready to go. I'm helping out with a children's theater thing, kind of assistant directing, but not really. I don't get that label because this other kid has it, and he was very adamant that he had it. Sorry, I just pulled something up on my computer. So I'm just kind of there assisting in any way that I can. And then I also have rehearsal because I'm in Man of La Mancha right now. So I have rehearsal after rehearsal. So I will be at the theater from like 3:30 in the afternoon until 9. Because I have to be back to this house by 9 so I can give a cat an insulin shot. Woo! Because I'm house sitting. That's where I'm at right now. I don't know if I said that already. I may have. I've been talking a lot. Anyway, so I'm going to work on getting videos of me singing up, and they will have to be with karaoke tracks, and I'll have to YouTube and figure out karaoke tracks. If you guys have suggestions of songs or monologues, would be awesome. I could do monologues. You don't see many people doing monologues on YouTube, which might be kind of boring for some people, but I could try. I could do a few. So if you have suggestions for monologues, or if you have, I'm more of an ingenue actor, and I know it's hard to tell because of my size, but that's what I excel at. I'm not, I can do character acting, but I'm not the best at it. So that's another thing. I need to lose weight. I want you guys to help me stay on track. Just like, I don't know, email me yummy low-fat recipes or something like that. Just give me ideas. I want ideas. I want input. I want to know how people perceive me. I want to know if I were to walk into a casting for something, an audition. I want to know how I come across. So that would be awesome. Anyway, so I will figure out how to do the videos of me singing. For right now, I'm going to have to use my webcam. So hopefully they'll come across okay. Thank you, guys. Bye. Sorry this video is long. It's not as long as the other one, so you win.